on the channel, we're back at it with another Hasbro Marvel Legends. This time we got a two-pack, a dangerous two-pack, with the Amazon exclusive Arnim Zola and Baron Zemo.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legends 2-pack unboxing and review. And today on the channel we got the Amazon exclusive Arnim Zola and Baron Zemo. But of course, for all your Amazon exclusive needs, hey, head over to Amazon. But for everything else under the sun, Entertainment Earth, use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on in-stock items, anything over $79. Does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And Arnim Zola, Baron Zemo, no strangers to the Marvel Legends line. Is this the third Arnim Zola and I think the third Baron Zemo we've had, possibly? Wasn't the Arnim Zola the last one? Maybe it was like a GameStop exclusive or something along those lines. I believe he was also a Build-A-Figure at one time. Baron Zemo, we've got the MCU version recently. We got that Walgreens exclusive, which is a great figure, and now we get this one here. So could be an easy pass for longtime collectors, completists. You got to pick this up, but an interesting one, and of course an Amazon exclusive. So if you're playing that long game, we see a lot of the Amazon stuff go into deals, go into discounts. Might be worth a long game play depending where you're at. But here it is, a little two-pack, and we're used to these two-packs from Marvel Legends by now. Got Arnim Zola looking very interesting. We'll talk about differences and how to make them different. We'll do some comparisons later on in this video as well. Got Baron Zemo. I love that we get two heads here. That's one thing about Hasbro and the Marvel Legends team. They're like, okay, not everybody's going to want this. How do we make them want this? Well, you throw a different head in with Baron Zemo. You do some different accessories, things like that. A little bit extra meat on the bone that might have people on the fence dive over. So that's what they did there. Of course, there's Captain America right here. Of course, two of Captain America's meanest enemies. Yes, just straight up mean is what they are. Marvel Legends, 4 and up on these. So you 3-year-olds, I don't know what you're doing watching this channel in the first place, but if you're 3 years old, go play in the street. It's a lot safer than a toy like this. Maybe the interstate. That could be safer than this. Who knows? But very interesting. 3 and below can't touch this. Where you get McFarlane, it's like 12 and up. It's wild. I don't know what the differences are there, if there's different rules or what. Who knows? But we got old Baron Zemo on the side right here, looking only like a Baron Zemo could look if he was in a two-pack with Arnim Zola. And Arnim Zola looking interesting. At first thought it was MODOK when I first looked at that real quick. Looking good there on the package, and then on the back, got a little tail of the tape. Let's read and see what it says about these two back here. Scientists Baron Zemo and Arnim Zola use their villainous technologies to challenge their shared nemesis, Captain America. So Captain America, it's not looking good for you. Hail and Hydra on the back of the package, as we do know. See you later. Goodbye. And all right, plastic prison time. There they are. We got extra hands. We got accessories. We got pistols. We got all kinds of stuff going on. And we're going to break it all down right here in this very video. If I can get all the figures out, let's see. We've got some excessive tape here, like a young Todd McFarlane from the couch, and Todd staring intently at this video. He's taking detailed notes. He's got Mark Summers, of course, good friend of the channel, Mark Summers on the couch, newest employee of McFarlane Enterprises. They got them both taking notes on this unboxing right here because, hey, they got to know what that competition's doing. They're saying constant learning, constant improvement. They're getting after it too. It's not just for normal workers either. It's for the McFarlane group there as well. And what's up with this sword? Why can't I get this sword out? There we go. Easy as that. There it is. See you later. Off the detolf. It's always dangerous. One of these days, detolf just going to shatter. I'm going to be shattered in my heart is what's going to happen when that happens. But let's get down to business here. And I guess we'll start with old Baron Zemo first. That's where we're going to go. And Baron Zemo does come with extra hands here. So he's got 2 trigger hands right out of the package. You got 2 Fists of Fury and 2 maniacal hands. You can truly choose your own Baron Zemo adventure. No doubt about it. Looking good over there. Of course, you do get a sword. Very on brand for Count Zero, Baron Zero. Baron Zemo, how about it? Easy for me to say. Nice blade on the top. You get a very plasticky gold on the end as well, then a black handle. very on brand for him. And then we do get a little Luger action, not Lex Luger. I believe it's a Luger. I don't know my weapons. You guys know that. But all in black here, a little pistol. One of those little ones, a little pea shooter in the gut right there. Just get you, mess you up, put you on hard times is what that'll do. And now we get down to business here with the head sculpts. Now, first head sculpt reminds you a heck of a lot of Cobra Commander, of course, does it not? I can see people customizing this, taking this little crown off, you know. You might have to do a little extra work if you take the crown off. It doesn't look like, it comes off, but it looks very, very strange. So you're going to want to leave that on him there. But I could see some people maybe doing a little Cobra Commander out of this. Definitely could be a possibility, depending on how good you are on your customization skills, of course. Now, I don't know if I have that on the correct way or not. Is it upside down or is it right side up? I don't know. We'll see. But looking good as far as the hood goes. So very interesting, very detailed with the purple and black, a little dark wash over it. Then you got the whites of the eyes looking very dangerous. And he looks very dangerous in the head sculpt, but then you get his shawl around here and kind of snow leopard colors. Kind of brings him back to an 80s lady out on a dinner date or something like that is what it reminds me of. Then we do get that purple jumpsuit over the top. He does got the Baron Zemo television title. That's what this is. Television champion. You know, put some respect on that TV title, just like old Adam Copeland's doing in this day and age, I guess. Got a little skirt action over the front. He's ready for winter. He's got his gloves on. He's got his fur boots on in brown. Looking pretty good there. But we do get a second head sculpt with him, and man, it looks wild. It looks like a zombie. It actually looks like Friday the 13th. It looks like Jason coming out of the water before he got his mask and all that kind of stuff. Almost looks just like that. Big old teeth going on, big blue eyes, big slice in the face. Man, an ugly guy. A face only a mother could love is what's going on right there. And I can see some people saying, hey, I want this just for this head sculpt here. But it does look good. But of course, arms do go all the way around for us. You do get a bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows. This is this Deer Morrow body, I think. Maybe we saw this with Hank Pym. We've seen this body a few times. Looks very unnatural on the articulation on the elbows on this one, I will say. Trigger hand up and down. I like that there. Ab crunch as well. A little bit of waist articulation. A little bit of Zemo splits. Ready to go with the slits in the skirt. Legs do go up. Thigh cut. Double jointed pinless knees that don't want to move. There it is, but once again, very unnatural articulation on this one. A little bit of a downfall with this body, I will say. You do get the ankles back and forth, up and down. You do get the boot cut as well, so all the usual articulation there with Baron Zemo. He does fit on a Mattel Ringside Collectible stand. Make sure you do get the Mattel ones, Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Fits right there, but then we do got the Zemo from before. Similar but different. That's what we're going to call this one here, but definitely looks very similar between his brethren right here. But also some differences. So I feel like there's enough meat on the bone here, and one of the things you could very easily do is you pop this guy's head off like so, and you could pop this one on here. And you could mix it up and change it around, make it feel different, get the most use. You can really mix and match any of these if you really wanted to. So, as I always say, choose your own adventure. Very interesting Baron Zemo figure. I think there's enough meat on the bone for longtime collectors to pick this one up just because of the different heads, different things, different uses you can get out of it. So, not a bad one. Not a bad one there. But now we turn our attention over to Arnim Zola, and very interesting one as well. Now, he does get this little... I don't know what this is, a wand, a little medical unit. I don't know. It's got some different colored buttons on it. Nice kind of purplish color on here. I don't know. It's what it is. It is what it is. That's what it is. And then you get a second head, and the heads are always kind of strange on this guy as well. I believe this is a head, is it not? Let's pop this off and see. Oh, it is not a head. Or yeah, it is. Never mind. I'm all mixed up. But yeah, it's his second head here. So you got to really choose your Arnim Zola head adventure with this one. Do you like a square box that almost looks like a car battery, or do you like this one here? As I did say, you got to make them feel as different as possible. I think the original one, I have it over here. I believe I'm using this head. I'll use this head on this one. Make them feel different. Both very robotic in the head design, of course. Now, Arnim Zola, very interesting face in there. A little bit happier, a little bit more normal, where the other one is a little bit angrier. But actually, now that I see this, now I'm a little confused. This almost looks like that Baron Zemo head I was using. Is that where this is supposed to go? I guess I could try it. We could see if it fits. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, though. You wouldn't have a normal head on top of here, but I guess you probably could if you wanted to. Yeah, this isn't this. At first, I was like, is this Arnim Zola in the picture here? The head is not going to fit on there, but that's what it would look like if you did want to go down that road for whatever reason. Pop that back on there. But a little happier in the face department here, stuck inside the body there. An experiment gone wrong is what we got, but a bigger, beefier body on this one we've seen before, of course. Arms all the way around for us. Single jointed elbows. You get the side to side at the elbows, back and forth, side to side. No extra hands on this one. You get one gripping one splayed out hand, of course. Waist articulation. The big old Arnim Zola splits if you need them. Legs go up, thigh cut, double jointed knees, boot cut, ankles back and forth, side to side. The usual articulation there. You got a little skirt going on, very gold legs, and then, of course, orange and purple throughout on here. An interesting color combination if there ever was one. Does he fit on a ringside stand? Yeah, he does. Use discount code Kyle once again. Pick up a stand over at Ringside Collectibles. And then, like I said, we did have another version here. Similar but different. It's basically a fancy repaint, but definitely different in the chest there. You get kind of a more normal face and a crazy lunatic face. Same heads here, painted colored differently. Weapon painted colored differently. You mix them up, make them as different as possible. That's what you got to do with figures like this. But an interesting repaint, and there had been enough time in between these. And if I remember correctly, years ago, I think it was before COVID, GameStop had a ridiculous sale where everything was like $4 one weekend. And I remember going around to every single GameStop I could hit, and that's where I picked up this 2-pack here from back in the day with this figure. I think it was like $4. Maybe I'm just dreaming that this was the figure, but I fairly remember back to that. I think that was the case. I remember getting those Ninja Turtle DC Direct, Ninja Turtle Batman crossover figures, got a bunch of those for $4. That was a wild sale for GameStop. I was here for it, though. I was definitely here for that. Just like I'm here for Arnim Zola and Baron Zemo. Is it a must-have 2-pack? Probably not. Is it a 2-pack of the year? Is it figures of the year? Probably not even top 10, but it is 2 key characters to the Captain America universe, and if you did miss out on them in other releases, hey, it is worth a pickup on Amazon, and you can play the long game. You never know when there might be a deal on these over there. So for what it is, I'd say it's worth the money as far as things do go, but you got to choose your own adventure, vote with your own wallet, as we always do say. But Baron Zemo, Arnim Zola, we're here for it in today's review. But what are your thoughts on these two? Pickups, passes, long games, no games, confused games? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell, as we got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this very YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. Appreciate the support over there. And of course, don't forget ProWrestlingTees.com and social media, SirPaul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for another Marvel Legends 2-pack, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.